Hello one and all, and welcome to a very special small video series of Gnomoria. This is specifically the Gnomoria succession game that I am a part of. And this is the hardcore. I am also part of the softcore just because I like the whole... Occasionally I'd like to play a game where it's a bit easier and I can just focus more on decorating things rather than trying to not die. But that is what this one is frantically trying to not get killed. Because this is on the hardcore. But, where to start? What I'm going to be doing this time, let's actually just put it to start doing something. What I am going to be doing this time is kind of just really decorating. And by decorating, I mean making things look neater. Like, we have stuff that's functional, but we don't have stuff that looks nice, and that is where I'm going to come in. And also, these new people that we got in the previous game, the previous person who played, did not put these in here. Just forgot, really. I would like to put everybody in the militia squads. Now, the standing military is quite simple. A commander there. I am not going to attempt to pronounce these because I would not do it justice. And this is the shield. Oh hell, why is he guard? Increased block chit. I wonder if he's fully equipped because he's the tower shield. So I'd like for him to have taunt. Although, having said that, I don't actually know how difficult the goblin invasions are, on average. But then we also have bruisers whose focus is disarm. However, they don't have any armor. They do have two-hand axes though, which is very nice. We have an okay stock of food. You don't have a lot of drinks though, that's actually a major problem, but it is just getting to spring, so that is kind of to be expected for my turn. Now, you, Dragocan, you have the shield. I might set you to taunt depending on how tough the goblin invasion looks, because I don't want everybody to focus on you and then get you immediately killed. But we appear to be making more copper, which is very important, and yet some people decided to make copper statues. I don't really know why. I am apparently already in this already, as a carpenter. So, honestly, I'm not even sure what I'd name people when push came to shove. But we have two monuments to the people who died. Belwas was betrayed by Dragonkin. I believe that might be because, if I remember right, Dragocan over there fell asleep on the job, and as a result, someone died. I might have not watched the entire previous play, but I kind of wanted to get this done without having it just sit in the inbox for a couple days. But people appear to be collecting cotton, that's fine. There's a lot of oranges and strawberries over there, which is also fine. I should probably start speeding it up. And now that that's done, I can... Let's scroll all the way down, because I know how that can be finicky. And deconstruct that scaffolding. Now, by what I mean about decorating is if you look at this floor, it's not a whole lot. By the way, it was lapis lazuli floor, that's why it looks bluish. But if you look in here where all of our various stalks are, it's really just a hole in the ground. And that is what I would like to fix, including the floor to the Great Hall. And especially, as you can see by the colors, this is a really great spot. In fact, we even have bauxite. I could dig another layer down and get... Well, there's some over there, but... There is so many colors that it is fantastic. Like, this literally, for me at least, couldn't be any better. There was a lot of rocks over here, which is good because there's a chance they could have spawned rock golems. But I mean, blue and black and green and white and even a bit of red. I am very excited for this color scheme that we can do. There is this quarters, which is supposed to be an ambassador quarters, but I believe the ambassador just ran off because there wasn't enough statues in there in time, which is rather annoying. So let's go to kingdoms, diplomacy, merchant, city-state, goblin. I would really prefer the merchant city-state so that way metals can come in, even if they're more expensive. The agricultural city-state would be nice to purchase food, especially if on a pinch prior to, you know, say fall, but I feel like we'll probably get that by then, and my turn will be done by then. But let's see, there's that, and I also want to try and put some of these inside, but I still want to manage everything else, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to get done, but I'm going to try and get something done. But first things first, I think a very nice black floor would be nice for that. Okay, honey badger, just walk away from it, as you should. Now, here's the question. 3 armor plates, breastplate, pauldron, 2 greaves, 2 boots. So, a suit is currently in production. I don't know where they dragged it, but I know it's in production. That's all I need to know. And that is... oh, that's a mini hospital there, and there's a dormitory. Now, as for everything else, machine shop, tinker bench, really everything you should have by the start of year 2. Forge, blacksmith, butcher shop, armor, kitchen. I got a fairly large, just generalized stockpile by the looks of it right there. A bone carver, weaponsmith, kiln, leather worker to make the straps, and oh my god! Stone cutters, carpenters, right, 2 stone cutters, I remember that much. And just the general production section seems to be right here. Now, I'm guessing this is going to be a large entrance, which is a-okay with me. Let's actually speed it up again. But let's speed it up again as I pause it so I can go plan. But what I'd like to do is start moving things into sections. Now, how I am going to do that, I am not entirely sure because my OCD is already starting to twitch at the fact of how jagged the walls look. It's like, it needs to be square. Only squares work here. But let's see. What I think I want to just start with is right here. So I think what'll happen is we might seal that off, like seal this off entirely. Oh, hang on. Let's zoom in and press F. How would they be able to get in there? I'm not entirely sure anything could even get in there. Wait. Maybe right there? Either way, I want to try and seal this off so that we can build more housing in that direction and have this hallway go outwards in this direction so that way we can start building probably more housing and possibly get to the next level. Because as you can see, they did start digging another level, which is, I think, well, I don't want to put the workshops directly above people's heads because they probably wouldn't be able to sleep ever. But let's see, yeah, probably not there, but maybe it could go over here and wrap around. I think that would work pretty good, and then it would come down again right about here. I think that's a great idea. So let's start mining. Just general mining. Why did I just hear something bleeding? What the... Kazam... Hey! Hold the bloody phone! What did you do? Why are you still Are you done? Are you quite finished? What did you even do? You got mauled by the honey badger. Why did you go out and get mauled by the honey badger? Jeez, my turn hasn't even gone 5 minutes of playtime, and someone already tried to kill themselves by throwing themselves at a badger. Oh yeah, this is gonna go great. Now, here's the only thing. I think what I'll do is well, I don't want to dig around it because it'll break my OCD. The joys of going crazy when you see things uneven. Because, like, my OCD will break if we even know there's stuff over there that we didn't actually work with. That's not good. But let's say about here. Let's zoom it in and mine right step. Alternatively, I'm just going to build some dirt steps here until we figure out what the hell we're going to do. Capiche? Capiche. Terrain, stairs up. I swear, sometimes. Just right there. That is, however, outside. Way to not think. Where would I put the exit? I don't know. So you know what? I'm just gonna break my OCD and mine around it. Just like so. And then stretch it out again. Like that, and like that, and there we go. I didn't need to dig that part, but oh well. Now, let's say about here. It will start to... Whoa. Let's actually zoom out again. Because right about here is about the minimum. So let's say right about here, and then cancel that job. So I don't actually want that dug, that was just for measuring. Ooh, coal. That'll be nice. Also, what I need to do is give them more mining orders downstairs, just to try and get coal. Or copper. Try and get a metal that we can use. That would be nice. Now, how would we do that, you may ask? Well, simple. Just like that. And that... I'll do 3 for now. Yeah, especially since there appears to be dirt in the way. I highly doubt there's going to be very much. Besides gems, apparently there's gems. That's something, one can suppose. But, anyway. You. Yes, you. Stonecutter. Marble, serpentine, bezel, lapis. Okay. Now, what I want to do is go up here and replace the floor. What do I want to do it with? Carved, maybe? What does carved look like? It's been a while since I've actually looked at blocks. Ooh, carved looks more like it would be decorated, though. Or decorative. Like in the corners of areas. Is replace... metal... framed... Framed would look kind of silly, putting wood in the floor of a home. Although, having said that, what does it look like? See, I don't think that would look good for a hallway, but maybe like a kitchen-y type area that might look kind of cool. Let's see, let's just do engraved. Why not? It might help if I select basalt, though. That would probably be recommended. Yeah. What kind of stone is it? Smooth. I don't know. It kind of looks kind of weird because it kind of looky kind of. It looks kind of strange because there's not really any detail to it. It just makes the room look bare. Like for a hallway, that's fine. Also, we invented the hand crank. But like for a hallway, that's fine. But for a room, I know I might put a little bit of decor in their rooms, like on the floor before I start filling it in with decorations. But decorations are probably going to come a little bit later. Now, you have mined all of this, Correctus? Yes, you have. Let's mine that. Now, here's the question of how I'm going to do this, because what I like to do is something completely different than what I've seen other people like to do. I mean, what I like to do is make a 5x5 room and each have their own personal little storage area, but I feel like that's more my efficiency side talking than my aesthetics. I can't English. And I feel like that would just be kind of in poor taste. Especially with the amount of colors that we have. That would be in very much poor taste. So, what we should do is figure out something. What I think should be done is, I've already kind of mined it here, so let's work with it here. Let's have a 2x2 doorway, right? It'll be right here, and it'll lead to a production hall, where one side will be focused in one area, another side will be another, and then there will be another hallway that continues moving on. I think that would work nicely. And I think it would be nice for a little wall to be right here, and it'd be a nice big 4x4. Just to give it a little bit of a sprawling feel. Let's say 15. And then these will be entirely open to people to see. But we won't have, like, food there because you don't want your, like, you don't want your sparks from, like, your weaponsmith or sawdust to end up in your sandwiches. That would not be too good. They are going to be in a separate sealed area. Music is quieting down. Is it something? I still feel kind of cheaty doing that. Nope, it is not. But I think maybe having walls in between would be recommended. So let's say I want to give them a bit of a space, because like their workshop's going to be on the edge of the wall, and then there's going to be the stockpiles, and then there's the hallway. Although, would it look nicer with the stockpiles in the back? I think it might look nicer with stockpiles in the back, so people walking through don't see lines of crates. They see lines of hard-working gnomes. So I think that would be nice. Let's, that would be 1, 2, 3... space. I want to have at least one space, so like that, and then another space, and then another 3. Oh wow, you clearly just leveled up in mining. That was painfully obvious. How is it going down here, buckaroonies? The answer is it really... Ooh, it is going. Hello. Yes, please. I will gladly take all of this copper off of your hands, Mother Earth, and I will use it to slay the goblins and then eat them. Because it really is just a waste. You know, just don't eat them and just kind of have it sit there, do nothing. Have it rot. I mean, it's delicious goblin. Okay, it wasn't as much as I was expecting, but then again, it does merge directly into the dirt. But it is still honestly more than I expected to find, so I am okay with this prospect. Now, let's go up instead of down. There's also the Great Hall, which definitely needs a floor improvement. They started the floor on the edges by the looks like it, but I kind of don't want to mess up that pattern because I can't see the pattern right now. Also, some kind of tables in there. Tables in there would be nice so people can go in there and eat. Where would I put them, though? I'll probably put them just on the floor next to the bells for now. So what I should do is have the woodsmith, wherever it is. Apparently the woodsmith isn't over there. Where is the woodsmith? I have no idea why I'm calling it woodsmith, by the way. I just am. Excuse me? Where is the carpenter? Is it down? No. It's probably directly in front of my face. There, no, that's the... I'll say, is it really in there? No. It is right there. It really is right in front of my face. It's probably like the very singular one that I didn't click on. Now, why can't we build this bed? Because we need a mattress. Are you working on a mattress, Taylor? What do you need for a mattress? You have bolts of cloth. We need straw. That's why. Gotcha. But what I want is 4 tables. And actually, the tables are going to be out of stone. The chairs will be out of wood. It just feels right to not make a chair out of solid stone, because that's gonna really hurt to sit on, especially if you're eating lunch. It's probably as comfortable as those cheap elementary school chairs. If you've never had to deal with those cheap elementary school chairs, they were made out of like plastic made by the devil himself. Now, chairs. I think having a nice alternating, and actually birch and pine would look pretty nice. I think apple might stand out a little too much, more than I'd want it to. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1, a 2, a 3, 4. Just for now, just to give it a little bit of a start, and then tables. Stone mason. Sir, I would like a table out of... It looks like they wanted to do marble, and then they were decorating it with serpentine. So I think a stone, a marble table would eventually get rather grody looking because it would be pure white. So, one little chip in it, and then someone spills some juice from their sandwich in it, and it's just stuck in there forever. That wouldn't look too good. And I think lapis for the chair as a focus would look a little bit too gaudy, says the person who made an entire tower out of lapis. But I think these 8 basalt tables, because I'm not using basalt for anything. Oh wait, well, no, they did already finish that, so that is nice. But what I'd like to do is mine into here and do it about the same. How far back did I go with this again? I went 5. And like so. That is in the correct area. Yes? Yes. Now, first things first. Mining out little bits of walls to break my OCD. So that way we can get to the back corners. Because I'm going to... When I generally do this, I generally do it all or nothing. Which can be taken as good or bad, but, you know. Although... You know what? I'm canceling this job. Because it occurred to me, there's another wall there. I want a second wall there. Reason being is so the hallway wall doesn't suddenly change, because chances are it's not going to be the same wall as we have in here. But let's replace wall. Now, what would we replace it with? I kind of like the look of framed, but at the same time, I don't think it would look good in a production hall. I think it would just look kind of awkward. Also, there's ceramics. I believe you can only get bits of ceramic by prospecting, however, so that is kind of annoying. Now, I would say... I kind of want to say decorative, because it looks like... It looks a bit neater than the bricks here. So if I were to do this, just what would it look like again? I kind of like... I like it, but I'm not sure if it would suit a production hall. That's the thing. Oh my god. Why won't this guy just decide what the hell he's doing and just do it? Place wall. Wood paneled? What's a wood paneled wall look like? Oh, that. You know what? I think that works. So, replace wall. Wood paneled. Wood paneled block wall. Now, this is going to take a lot of our wood. But I think a nice pine and blocks would be... See, we already used serpentine elsewhere, so I think... Actually, let's do lighter colors. Birch and marble, like so. Yeah, I think that'll look pretty nice. Whether it'll turn out that way is a different story. But now we can finally unpause after all of that. Oy vey. Once they get these edge pieces, we can simply build the wall right there and roll with it. Now, as for the floor here is going to look entirely different. Oh yeah, that does actually look pretty nice. Now, build terrain wall. A wood-paneled block wall of marble and pine and birch, if you would please. And a little dip like that for the double doors. There will be another wall there, mind you, we just haven't put it up yet. Yeah, I do like that. I think it might maybe look a bit better without the blocks, but I think it'd maybe look better as smooth, but I've already done part of it. As I say as I pause to remind myself what it looks like. Son of a bee. That's the floor, stupid. Maybe you should click on the wall. Alright, that's cross frame. Wood paneled, smooth wall. Marble. Birch. The answer is... See, my only thing is that the smooth bricks lack detail. detail. They don't have any character to them, and that bugs me. But then the block walls seem to have too much character with how they just kind of look kind of hobbled together. Like, they don't look like they were perfectly neat and centered and had proper fillings in their grout and stuff. God help me. But anyway, I'm gonna roll with this. The floor, I think, will probably be serpentine, and then maybe have the center floor be lapis. Music is changing. What's the answer? The answer is it was jack all and you're worrying for nothing. I don't want... I want to mine. Okay. Now, here's the other thing. We have a little thing here, but let's dig back so we can dig a stairs down to get to the next layer, because I'd like to continue the mining, but by the looks of it, this layer has mostly reached its limit. Having said that, there is all of that over there. Where do you reach? You reach perfectly. Like, absolutely perfectly. Let's dig that, and because my OCD demands it, let's even these out. Like so. Just 3 each, just to line it up. But yeah, that is all dirt. Now, how close are we to the... We are pretty... well, iffy. Iffy right there. However, looking at the time, I'd like to cut it off here, just so it doesn't go too long. It's probably gone a little bit long as it is. But when we come back, more me umming and ahhing on how to actually designate something. But I think I've gotten the plan over here. What I have right now is for the stone and the wood, just so we can move those out of the dirt pile, and then maybe this can go over here and end up down here somehow. But I do just like the idea that I had over here, and I'm trying to roll with it. However, I am going to cancel these because I want to try and put the workbenches and the storage there first. But that is for next time, so until then, see you later.